Good morning. It's Monday morning and I'm here with the answer to Friday's bell ringer. Friday we were still working on population geography, so even though it's Monday morning, you're starting to think about cultural geography and getting ready for that portion of the AP exam, we still need to take a minute to review this particular last segment on population. So the question gave you a chart that showed you an ever-increasing percentage of immigrants coming to the United States. And then you were asked to look at issues such as the economy, education, social programs, and politics, and how these might be impacted by this ever-increasing trend in migration. So it's important that you keep all of your answers in the context of understanding that the chart gives you an ever-increasing number of migrants. So, economy. One of the things you're going to get is potentially more workers, some of those skilled, some of those unskilled. So the labor force could rise. This will help fill the need for more workers in our economic activities. It also means potentially more customers. So more people to sell things to, more people to sell homes to, clothes to, cars to, which will help grow the economy. You also could note that this could create new niche markets in agriculture. Think about areas of the city of Cincinnati where you've seen new restaurants selling authentic ethnic cuisine, grocery stores that sell food to specific ethnic groups, such as a Mexican grocery store that specializes in food items and brands that are commonly sold in Mexico, even though we're in Cincinnati, Ohio, far from the border. In education, you could be talking about a new wave of immigrants that are coming in for our post-secondary educational opportunities. People coming who are highly skilled, who want to go to UC, Harvard, any of those sorts of places. Or you could be talking about the challenges of educating a linguistically diverse population. How do public and private schools work in classrooms where not everybody speaks English, or there's an ever-increasing need for English as a second language courses? Social programs. We know that a lot of immigrants throughout the history of the United States come to the U.S. without necessarily a job, a really good paying job. And as a result, you have an increased need for social programs such as welfare, food stamps, public housing. There are already people in the United States who need those facilities and those programs, and you're going to add potentially more people that need those sorts of programs. Okay? That's not a knock on immigrants and labeling them as a population of need. This is just looking at the realities of dealing with who our immigrants tend to be. And that's true throughout all of your APUSH class as well. Look at the challenges of Irish immigrants, German immigrants, who oftentimes arrived in the United States in the East Coast with very, very few immediate job skills other than could work hard. In politics, let's look at the rise of non-white political candidates, those who maybe were born outside the U.S. or are the first generation of their family to be born in the United States. Let's talk about the role of an ever-increasing Hispanic population in the U.S. and the importance they play as a significant percentage of the voting public. And look at how both Democrats and Republicans, as existing parties, look to win the Hispanic vote. Language and religion. Do we see certain languages rising as common in the United States? The regional focus of Spanish becoming extremely important in Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, but not all throughout the United States. Or if we're in the east or the west coast of the United States, do we see, say, Korean, Mandarin Chinese, or another Asian language? Or if you're in an American city, are we seeing an increasingly large number of people who speak Arabic because they are coming from a predominantly Muslim society? Same thing with religion. The United States has had a history of Christianity as its dominant religion. Are we seeing a rise of new religions in the United States, non-Christian or non-Protestant Catholic? So things like the rise of Islam as a dominant religion, or if you're on the western portion of the United States and more connected to the eastern portion of Asia, Buddhism, Shinto, more Hinduism, although Hinduism could be present even in, say, the city of Cincinnati. And then there's the open category of others. What other impacts have you been able to think of? And to be honest with you, for the most part, we've covered the bulk of those things. So I hope this is a good way to start off your Monday morning and to strengthen those AP exam skills. Please make sure that you paid attention to the week overview that I've posted. There's a bell ringer already posted for today. And as always, if you have any questions, email me and I'll get back to them. Get back to you with those answers just as soon as I can. And don't forget that this week you have another AP Classroom set of questions that you need to take care of. Have a good day. Stay safe.